Very, very interesting makeup look this. Well, hello my lovely nestlings and welcome to today's video where I'm going to do a full face of your European brands. I have in every category I pulled stuff from my collection that's, well, European in origin at least. And I tried to not have dupes. I do have some dupes in here, but that's just because I basically only have those products from a specific brand. And also I try to go indie. I have a few drugstore items here, but the bulk of it is European indie makeup. And if you're new, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'm 46, from the Netherlands, hence the accent. If you want to hear about brands that no one else is talking about, and if you just want to have plain old fun, then this is the channel for you. Subscribe now, become part of my nestlings, because we are having not only a blast here on the internet, but we're the bestest. Let's just get into it. Let's start with the foundation. The foundation that I chose is from Lisa Eldridge. I have her foundation here. I kind of need to mix a little bit because one shade is too cool and the other one is a little bit too dark right now. So I actually really like to apply this one with my fingers or with a brush. And basically where I need the most coverage, or I want the most coverage, is where I build it up. Okay, maybe we will stay kind of in the creams a little bit more today. Maybe that is fun. Just, you know, to really do something different. So let me grab my cream bronzer, which is from Glam Shop. I also grabbed the powder bronzer, but if I'm going to do a cream bronzer, I don't necessarily need the powder bronzer, and otherwise I will just chuck it into bronzers from Glam Shop. See? Yes, that's what I do here sometimes as well. And the shade I have is Olive, right? Yeah, I forgot to mention that in the beginning. I am slightly orcish, which means olive. And unfortunately I have kind of been sitting in the sun a little bit. That kind of means that it could be that my bronzer is a little bit too light. And grab a little bit of a denser brush. And I actually also tap it on my hand to just make to kind of see how much product I have. Now I don't like an overly bronzed face, so, but it is a very subtle bronzer. So for concealer, I'm actually grabbing one from Makeup Revolution. Okay, yes. And the shade I used is shade 5.7, and the shade from Lisa Eldridge is the shade 9. Basically 3 pumps of shade 9, 1 pump of shade 16. Okay. Yes. Let's kind of go to brows a little already. So I can just kind of work my brow stuff in already. And the brow stuff I'm using is from what's it called again? From Pink Honey from the UK. And I will link everything that I'm using today as well for you guys. The brush I have is from Colourpop, but it's the bestest brow brush that I have. So that is the one that I'm using. Okay, we're going to let that set. Let's go to Nabla's blush and highlight, and I have the shade Soft Nude. Stipple it on the face. Now this does dry down. I'm going to use a powder blush, not this, or a powder highlighter, not this highlighter. Okay, for freckles, let's see if it still works. I have here one from Lottie London. And Lottie London is a UK based brand. I just wanted to do as many different brands as I could today. actually, I think that for me at least, the one from Nabla is the most natural. I do want to set my under eyes a little bit, so I grabbed my Charlotte Tilbury powder in Fair. I don't feel like I need an extra powder blush, but I do want a powder highlight. So for powder highlighter, I grabbed from Unique Beauty the shade Mavo. Maybe I do need some more blush though, actually thinking. Let's grab a powder blush for fancy. So I have here the shade Scorched from Be Perfect. And Be Perfect is, it's an orange blush, but I want a little bit more vibrancy almost. I'm going to, do I need powder bronzer? I don't think that I do. I don't think I need powder bronzer, so we will let that one go for now. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill in my brows. And for brows I have from MUA my gray pencil that I use when my hair is gray. And I have some pencils from Catrice. Let's start with this one. This is actually the first one from Catrice. The one that I used to use a lot. This is the shade dark, cool dark I believe, or cool brown. I'm just filling it in. So the trouble with me being an olive is that because I also have natural redness in my face, now that I have shades that are foundation shades that are good for me, if there is any red in an eyebrow product, it very much emphasizes that. And my hair is not red, so I kind of am still a little bit searching for what looks best. And then kind of in combination with my hair. Let's also grab the black. Let's go funky. So I also have the, it's still one product, right? It's just different colors. So I also have the black here. Just kind of darken it up a bit. Just going to go Frankenbrow. I quite like that color combination. When I combine it with my hair, it's still too warm, but it's nothing really I can change about that, I think. Except dye my hair or my brows. Kind of cleaning the side of my head a little. So I just lined my lips a little bit, and it does not really matter with what, because the lippy I'm going to use, I don't have a liner for. So the lippy I'm going to use, that's going to be the focus of the look, is from V Cosmetics. And it's the shade Janus. It's a multi-chrome lippy. And I have been wanting to try this, and I have an eye look in mind. So let's see what it does. It is a very, very thin formula. I usually don't wear colors like this. I find it very, very interesting. But how am I going to build up the look? Because, as I said, I had an idea. So what I'm going to do is I have a pencil here from Kiko Milano. Kiko is from Spain, I think. Something like that. It is one of my favorite lippies. Could also be France. I don't know. Italy, I think. Still, it's Europe. And this is going to be the focus. So I'm going to combine this with the teal. Let me zoom you in because we're going to go to eyes now. Let me zoom you in a little. I am actually going to start with a pot from Lethal. And this is the shade Entity. And I think this was in collaboration with Teresa from Teresa's Dead. Oh, what happened here? My brush is a little bit stiff, apparently. I was not expecting that. I'm just going to go in my waterline. Now I'm going to use the pencil. And as you see, the pencil is going to go on more heavy-handed. Okay, let's kind of get a tiny brush to smudge everything out. Yes, it's not the color that I want, right? So let's see what we can do about that. Funky. So what I'm grabbing now is from Odens Eyes and Net palette, and I will show you the color in a second. Okay, so what I used from Annette's palette, the Giant Wolves, is I used the shade Eternal, and I also grabbed a little bit of this one. I could even pull in a little bit of the shade Howling, which is this one, to maybe make it a little bit more purple, because there's also a purple in that lippy. Actually pulling it up. So the palette that I'm going to use up top is from 50/50 Makeup, and it is her Desert palette. And this is the color story. So because I want to use this shade, it's actually why I grabbed the gray from Lethal. Now I also grabbed this shade a little bit to put on the lower lash line. Just going to pull it in a hint. Like that. Okay, I'm going to go to the 50/50 Makeup palette now. And I'm going to go to the shade Calcite, which is the gray. I'm going to start from the outside in. Oh, I forgot eye primer, really? Okay, well, apparently we're doing it without eye primer because I forgot. I do have an eye primer that I grabbed. Oh, I can still grab it, right? So the eye primer actually that I picked is from Grwm Pebble. Don't know if it's still good though, because I apparently failed to close it properly. Still can get some on my brush, so that's good. And she has a few different eyeshadow bases. I will link down below where you can find it. She's also based in the UK. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to 50/50 Makeup. I'm going to switch to a blending brush. I'm very lightly going to pull this forward. A little bit of the shade Calcite, which was that gray. I am grabbing my 669 palette from... oh, that's the shade I wanted. Yes, yes, okay. I am going to go to the shade Hildegard from this palette. Just a hint. Oh, I said just a hint. Lord. Okay. And this actually has the perfect teal shimmer. This one has the shimmer that I was looking for. So I'm going to go to the shade Medusa, which is that one. I'm going to use that on my lower lash line. I'm also going to grab the shade Lavina, which is the dark teal in this palette. Just on the outer corner. If you don't have these palettes, you can still recreate it. Just search for the same shades in your collection. So a teal, a dark gray, you know, a teal shimmer. Okay, let's go back to the 50/50 Makeup palette, because I'm going to go to the shade, going to go to Oasis. Yeah, I'm going to go to Oasis, and it's going to go on my lid. I'm going to use it dry. And I'm going to use it lightly. A very interesting makeup look this. Okay, let's grab a big blending brush. For inner corner highlight, I'm going to go back to Annette's palette. Let's go to the shade Eternal. I'm also pulling that on top of my lid to just bring a little bit of, I almost want to say, life back. let me apply some eyeliner. And my eyeliner is from Catrice. It is what it is. So I have eyeliner, mascara and lash glue. The eyeliner is from Catrice. The mascara and the lash glue are from Essence. And then the falsies are going to be from Vive. Yes, these are the half lashes in style smoky. And I'm going to put these on. And then I will be back and show you the completed result. So this is how the look turned out. And I do like it. I kinda had to get used to it a little bit, but I do like it. It's not something that I usually do, so maybe that is it. Because if I do a dark bottom, it's usually red. You know? So, yeah. So it's something different for me, but I really wanted to use this lippy. And I think that overall, it looks funky and fun. So let me zoom out a tad. So yeah, let me know down below what you think of this look. Do you have any of the goodies that I played with today? I did have a lot of fun because I do think that it is fun to play like this. Everything I used will be listed down below in the description box. And thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below. I am going to wish you a fantastic day, fabulous evening. May your foundation always match your neck, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye!